And we can't thank you enough for being here tonight and for performing for us.
My pleasure.
Very nice to have you here. And I mentioned just before you came out a statistic, and you can hear the audience gasp. It's an amazing statistic that you've had a top 10 hit every year for 29 years.
Actually, it's a top 40 hit every year for 27. But, you know, I prefer your version.
Get out! I think you should leave now. Yeah.
I did the Conan O'Bren.
And it all fell... Yeah. Many people end up saying that, yeah. You know, I don't think many people know this, that you started at such a young age playing the piano. You played at first in a hotel bar in London.
When I was at school, yeah, I used to play in the Northwood Hills pub up the road to save up money. I used to play on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then I got so popular, I played on Thursday as well. And I got... I saved up money to buy an amplifier and an electric piano, because I was in a band as well.
What did they pay you back then?
It was £1 a night, and all the money... my stepfather used to take my box round, and people used to give in donations, and, you know, I got quite a lot of money. You know, I just bought my first equipment with it, and it was great fun.
And things have picked up a little since then, too.
Yeah, it's £2 a night now. And,
we tried to get you more. You know, whenever I talk to someone who is so well known as you, it's a challenge to find things that I don't think people have heard before. Yeah. Among all your accomplishments, one of the ones that I found most impressive is you were the first white performer on Soul Train.
Yeah. Being a white boy from Pinner, which is a little suburb of London, my favourite music when I was growing up was always black music. From the early days of Nat King Cole and people like that, Ella Fitzgerald, Dinah Washington, and then, of course, all the British groups like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. We always, and the group I was in, Bluesology with Long John Baldry, we always used to play black music. Jimmy Witherspoon, Motown, Otis Redding, and that was, you know, the black musicians were our heroes. In fact, some of them were more popular in Britain than they were over here. And so consequently, when I did this Philadelphia Freedom song, and I went, you know, it was either... I never did American Bandstand, but I did Soul Train, and I was so chuffed with that. Not that I have anything against Dick Clark, but I mean, for a white boy, you know, yeah, I want to be on this show. And then Benny and the Jets...
Dick Clark didn't have enough soul for you?
No, it's just same city. Well, I mean, no, actually, Soul Train was done in L.A. But I did it twice. I think I did... Benny and the Jets was another #1 record on the black charts. For a white person to have a record on the black charts, it means so much, because black music, for me, is the most soulful music.
It was the beginning. It's what inspired you.
Yeah.
You work very hard on the same sort. You work very hard to it wouldn't even be considered work, but you keep up on all the modern music and everything that's out there today and the contemporary stuff.
Every day, every week. Tuesday in America is release day for CDs. Monday in Britain. And I like to keep up because, you know, I know all that great Otis Redding stuff. I know the music, you know, the history of music. But I like to find out what young people are doing and new bands are doing, because A, I have a record company of my own, and B, I just think, you know, it's nice to hear what other people are doing, new people, and there's so much good stuff around. And I couldn't just sit there listening to Knock on Wood for all my life, or, oh boy, woke up this morning and got the blues. It's great, you know, I like it, but it's not what I want to hear all the time.
And you buy, I understand you buy 3 copies of every CD you get. Why is that?
1 for each house.
You could make tapes.
Yeah.
We'd help you. You know,
I get paid better than that. Sorry.
That's all right.
But I do buy them. I don't go and get free ones from record companies. If a new artist has an album, I'll go and buy it. You know, it helps.
Just well, it supports them. Okay.
Yeah, and 3 copies is a lot, you know.
You're living part-time in Atlanta now. You're actually a big Atlanta Braves fan.
I was here the week the New York Yankees won the World Series. It was extremely painful. You know, there was a lot of gloating on it, but I mean, if you're 2 down and you win 4 in a row, you deserve to win it, you know? And the best team obviously won it, but it was painful. If you support a team and you like them and you know them and you want them to win, but you know, they were 2 games up and they blew it and the Yankees won it, so full credit. But it was hard being in New York, I have to say. Oh, thank you.
Well, it's, I don't think, you're a very big sports fan. You love sport. You're a huge soccer fan.
Big soccer fan. I like most sports, you know. Synchronized swimming is not high on my list. But and I'm not keen on horse racing and stuff like that. But I like any team sport. You know, I play tennis and I like to, you know, it's the thing that relaxes me most. I usually can't sit still for 5 minutes. But if there's a good football game or a good hockey game or a good tennis match, I can watch golf. I like that. And I admire sportsmen. They earn their money.
Didn't you? You went back. One of the ways that you rewarded yourself after you became very successful was you went back and you bought the soccer team.
I bought the soccer team that I supported when I was a kid, and we have 4 divisions of soccer in England. At that time, we were halfway through the 4th division, and to get promoted every year, you have to finish in the top 2. And in 5 years, we went from being halfway through down the 4th division to the 2nd and the 1st division. So it was 10 years of
What did you personally do to get the team that good? Were you in the locker room yelling at them, saying, let's go, let's go? Were you strategizing?
I used to go in the locker room and hide my eyes. Oh, my God. I didn't know. You see, that's the thing. I hired a coach, Graham Taylor, who became national team coach. And the thing with most chairmen and most owners, they interfere. They don't know how, I mean, they think they know. I just let my coach get on with it and stop interfering, Half the problem with these owners and such is that they want to pick the team. And, we'd all like to pick the team, but we actually don't know as much as these other guys do. So we had 10 great years.
George Steinbrenner would disagree, actually.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking of George Steinbrenner, really.
It started to sound that way.
Yeah. Well, one win in 15 years, George. Keep going. Yeah.
We'll get a guard to walk you to your car. There's, I have to admit, also you're a great honor. You're on the Queen's honor list, which means
I beg your pardon. Yes, I'm an honorary queen. Yeah.
You could, the way I meant it was, you could become a knight. You could become a knight within within a year or so.
I don't know. I've got a CBE this year, which is a commander of the British Empire. So it's if you're into sort of bondage and supremacy stuff, it's great. I'm a commander.
I don't think that's how they meant it.
No, get out. Well, it was funny because I went up there and the poor queen, she has to stand up there and there's about 500 people. She has to knight and give all these medals to, and she has to talk to you for 20 seconds. And she said, because I've met her before, and she said,
are you busy?
I said, yes, ma'am, I'm writing a musical.
How lovely.
Next.
She's got one of those supermarket checker things.
Sit there and watch everybody else get theirs, and for 2.5 hours just sitting there. But it was. I took my parents. It was a nice thing. It's nice to be recognised by your country, and it was a nice thing to do.
Well, and on a slightly more serious note, there's something that you've been doing, the Elton John AIDS Foundation, which is really quite impressive. You've been donating the proceeds from all your singles to this research, and it now amasses $9 million. Well, which is incredibly. Which is an amazing thing to do.
Well, we don't actually give it to research. We give it to education, direct care. But it's been together 4 years now, and it's going really well. We run a tight ship. I was so fed up with doing things for other people that I could see that the money was being wasted. People flying in, having hotel suites. I thought, I've run a football club or a soccer club. I know how to do this. I can do it better. So. That's what I wanted to do, and Elizabeth Taylor was kind of like an inspiration for me, and I thought, if she can do it, I can do it. So let's go, and someone from the music industry have a go too.
Well, that's a terrific thing. No. And I just want to mention...
Not my boil. Don't mention
it says right here, mention his boil, so I gotta get to it.
Why do you think I'm sitting like this? It's... I know what it was. It was that thermometer you gave me back then.
It's a great product.
It is, yeah.
The new disc, Love Songs, is out, and people can get that.
The charts now, thank you.
No, it's done quite well, and you will be coming back and visiting us a little later in the show to sing one of our old-time favorites.
Yeah. I'm going back to the thermometer in the dressing room now. Okay.
We can't thank you enough. Thank you very much. Elton John, Bob Saget is coming up. Stick around. We'll be right back.